Hi, my name is Aishwarya and I would like to welcome you to the ApTask Academy. In this video, we learn about the United States geography, time zones and important cities. We'll go through the different time zones, 50 states and their abbreviations and the most important cities. The US generally follows 4 time zones: PT, Pacific Time, MT, Mountain Time, CT, Central Time and ET, Eastern Time. The difference between these time zones if you go from left to right is +1. Example, if it is 9 a.m. in Pacific Time, it will be 10 a.m. in the Mountain Time. And if you go from right to left, the difference is -1. Example, if it's 1 p.m. in Eastern Time, it will be 12 p.m. in Central Time. The local time in these time zones changes when daylight saving time begins and ends. Daylight saving time is the practice of advancing clocks during summer months so that darkness falls later each day according to the clock. A common implementation of DST is to set clocks forward by 1 hour in the spring, that is, first Sunday of November, and set clocks back by 1 hour in autumn, that is, first Sunday of March, to return to the standard time. Let's move on to the 50 states and their abbreviations. Alabama, AL, Alaska, AK, Arizona, AZ, Arkansas, AR, California, CA, Colorado, CO, Connecticut, CT, Delaware, DE, Florida, FL, Georgia, GA, Hawaii, HI, Idaho, ID, Illinois, IL, Indiana, IN, Iowa, IA, Kansas, KS, Kentucky, KY, Louisiana, LA, Maine, ME, Maryland, MD, Massachusetts, MA, Michigan, MI, Minnesota, MN, Mississippi, MS, Missouri, MO, Montana, MT, Nebraska, NE, Nevada, NV, New Hampshire, NH, New Jersey, NJ, New Mexico, NM, New York, NY, North Carolina, NC, North Dakota, ND, Ohio, OH, Oklahoma, OK, Oregon, OR, Pennsylvania, PA, Rhode Island, RI, South Carolina, SC, South Dakota, SD, Tennessee, TN, Texas, TX, Utah, UT, Vermont, VT, Virginia, VA, Washington, WA, West Virginia, WV, Wisconsin, WI, Wyoming, WY. This completes the list of 50 states in the United States and their abbreviation. Now we'll discuss about the most important cities. Detroit is famous for the automobile industries. New York is the largest city of USA. Chicago is the largest city in the Midwest. Boston is the heart of USA and famous for revolutions and universities. Las Vegas is famous for casinos. Houston leads the way in the oil industry. Dallas is a big commercial city. Atlanta is famous for having one of the biggest airports. Washington, D.C. is the national capital. San Francisco is the heart of the Silicon Valley. Now we'll move to the 7 states in the USA that don't impose an income tax: Wyoming, Alaska, Texas, Washington, Florida, Nevada, and South Dakota. New Hampshire and Tennessee are known for having extraordinarily low income tax rates. We'll move on to discuss about work visa and permits. In US, there are 2 main categories of visas: immigrant visas and non-immigrant visas. Immigrant visas are issued to foreign nationals who intend to live permanently in the United States. Non-immigrant visas are for foreign nationals wishing to enter the United States on a temporary basis, example for tourism, medical treatment, business, temporary work, study, or other similar reasons. Types of immigrant visa. Green card, an official document issued by the US government to aliens allowing them to work permanently in US. Permanent resident, an allocation of residency to incoming immigrants done on the random basis other than the green card allocation. Types of immigrant visa. H-1B. It is a work permit under US immigration in which people can enter in the US for 3 years if they work on a specialized field and their employers cannot fill the position locally. It is initially granted for a period of 3 years and can be extended up to 6 years. H-4. It is granted to the dependents of immigrants who are on H-1B work permit. People in this category are not allowed to work in US until they do not have work authorization document. L1. Intra-company transfer. L1 is a non-immigrant visa which allows companies operating both in the US and abroad to transfer certain class of employees from its foreign operations to US operations for a period of maximum up to 7 years. The employee must have worked for a subsidiary or parent company of our US company for at least a period of 1 year out of last 3 years. L2 visa. It is granted to the dependents of immigrants who are on L1 visa. People in this category are not allowed to work in the US until they have the work authorization document. EAD, Employment Authorization Document. An employment authorization document is work permit that authorizes an immigrant to work in the US for a specific period of time, usually 1 year. There are different categories of EADs. Green card EADs are also known as GC EAD, OPT EAD, L2 EAD and H4 EAD. Border visas. As US shares its borders with Canada and Mexico, there are 2 work permits which allows people from these countries to work within US, which is TN1 visa for Canada and TN2 visa for Mexico. With this, we have covered the visas that we came across while recruiting candidates in the United States. Thank you for watching.